Have you ever seen Sydney from a 747?
Oh, hello there, Cub Scouts of 2nd Northmead. Tis Barloo. Just happened to be standing in the middle of the bush for no particular reason on a slightly cloudy afternoon. Now I've got to say it's a little bit cold up here, but never too cold that I have to wear pants. I'm a bit of a shorts guy, as you can see. I prefer shorts, I don't know about you. So guys, another week of stuck at home, and I'm sorry about that. I'd like to be out and about as well, like to be hanging out with you guys in the hall. I've got some great news about the hall, by the way. This is really, really good news. We are midway through some serious construction to get ourselves, our hall, an outdoor sports arena. And by sports arena, what I mean is a huge slab of concrete with a pole. And attached to that pole is a basketball hoop. You heard it here first, folks. A basketball hoop coming to our hall. Okay, we're going to paint up a key and a ring. It's going to be amazing. That's on its way. Actually, it was due to be finished this week, but there's, I don't know, something about a lockdown and construction being banned. I don't know. I wasn't really listening, but turns out it's going to be a week or two. However, it's coming, guys. And by the time we get back to the hall, just in time for spring, warmer weather, longer periods of sunlight, we've got a strong chance of being able to play basketball outside, 3-on-3, 4-on-4. It's going to be awesome. So that's something to look forward to, Cubs. Now, what I thought I'd go over with you guys today is a bit of a home project. Okay, something to do to keep you busy. I think most of us in the Cub Pack, apart from a couple of our younger guys who are due to be invested soon, will have our scarf. Now, attached to the scarf to keep the scarf together is the woggle. Okay, a woggle. Now, I just looked up the word woggle. It turns out the word woggle is a scouting word. It came up from, it may have been existed before, but it wasn't a very used word. But the word woggle has been mainly used for scouting, and it means the fastener that holds our scarf together. Before they had the woggle, what they would do is they would put a knot in the scarf, a bit like that. But the problem when you put the knot in the scarf is it points the scarf out like that. So they come up with the idea of the woggle. Now, the first scout group that was made was called the First Gilwell Park, and they named this particular woggle after First Gilwell Park. So this is the Gilwell woggle. This is the woggle that all scout leaders get. Okay, you get the scout leader woggle after you've done your scout leader training. Okay, so I have one. If you have a look at some of the other leaders in our group, they should have one of these as well. Okay, it's a specially folded woggle. You can see it's got a weave through it, and you make this when you do your training. You actually make it out of a long piece of cord. But I thought maybe you guys might come up with some ideas of making your own woggle. Over the last few months, I've been actually giving out woggles. Of course, you can buy them at the scout shop. Here's some examples of a few different woggles here. You can see coming across the screen now. But I thought maybe it'd be a good idea for you guys to make your woggle out of something. The woggles I made before were real simple, okay? What I got was a piece of bamboo, okay? Piece of bamboo that I cut. Now this bamboo here is a little bit older now, so it's become yellow. It was green before when I first cut it down. Of course, the inside of a piece of bamboo is hollow. So what happens is, that unfortunately has a top on it, but on the inside of it, it looks like that. Okay. Now, what you can do is, if you've got access to a piece of bamboo, is to grab a piece of sandpaper, sand it back, get all the burrs off it. Okay, like that. Get your cool looking woggle piece. Get a bit of spray paint. And look at that, guys. Instant woggle. Okay? You can get yourself a woggle like that. You can get yourself chemicals in the bush. You're gonna love it. Or you could get yourself a woggle. If you didn't want to paint it, you might want to colour it in. You can colour it in with a Posca pen and write, I love chocolate. There you go. You got yourself an I love chocolate woggle. Okay. Now I reckon you guys could do a better job than that, but you get the idea. Now, when I was at the last Jamboree with the Scouts, I came across at the international base with Scouts these awesome woggles. These are old scouting badges that you received at the end of a Jamboree. This is from 2000 and this is the year 2000, and this is 2004. So after you attended Jamboree, you got this that would attach to your belt. However, someone's turned these into cool woggles. You see the woggle goes through there. Looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? So I picked up a couple of those. But you know what? You could even make a woggle out of any kind of fabric, anything you like. There's a paracord. What's the name? What did we make with this? This is a key holder, okay? And you could quite easily use something like this that you've made out of paracord or something and turn that into a woggle as well. Just got to work out a way of fastening, maybe with a little pin or something, and there's your woggle. What I'm saying is, be creative. Come up with something. Find some stuff in your house that you might be able to use to make yourself a woggle. I would love to see some creative ideas around woggles. You know, I'm not even opposed to the idea. I know a couple of cubs do this, having a couple of woggles. If you want to be creative and have a couple of woggles, then that's fine as well, okay? Because I think that it would look cool, the different colours and varieties of woggles that you guys want to wear, okay? So that's what I thought I'd talk to you about briefly today. See what you can come up with. See if you can look around your house. You could use a piece of pipe. You could use a little piece of leather that you have, a strap or something. All it's got to do at the end of the day is hold your scarf together and look like this. All right? So there's a little bit of info on woggles. Hey Cubs, you know when you get invested, you get your shirt and you get your badges. Did you know that in different countries, the badges and the shirts are different depending on what country you're in? Here's a few pictures that I dug up on the interwebs of some of the other Scout uniforms that exist out there. It's interesting because in like America, they have like a sash that they wear, that they put their badges on. I noticed that some countries have a lot of badges, and other uniforms they don't have that many badges at all, depending, I guess, on the country or the way that their badge system works. But I want to make sure that I challenge you guys. Last week I challenged you in the video to get out there and look at earning a badge. Earning some more badges. We talked about the new program. I want everyone to make a focus on that, to make sure that you get out there and see if you can earn a badge, especially during this time. If you're doing anything at home, if you're cooking, if you're cleaning, if you're gardening, if you're doing anything at home that is helping your family, I want you to come and see me when we get back to the Scout Hall, okay? Because there's probably a badge that you can earn. You can go and see Ricky Tiki, and she can probably organise a badge for you, okay? Hey Cubs. Look around me, there's all these trees. Gum trees, aren't they beautiful? What I wanted to show you is one tree in particular that I find to be fascinating. I've been watching this tree for a long time. It's not many of these here. It's this guy just here, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because when this tree was about 6 months old, it fell over, okay? This tree fell over. This is the tree here. And it was dead. It was dead to the world. At least I thought it was. But look what happened. Isn't that amazing? What that tree decided to do was it grew stems just above the base of the tree. Okay? And look at that. It's now growing into a normal tree. Look at that tree. That tree should be sideways, growing that way. But of course, trees don't grow sideways. They grow up. So what it's done is it's actually started to grow upwards, forming new stems out of the base of a dead tree. At least a tree that I thought was dead. Isn't that amazing, eh? There you go. Oh, Cub Scouts! I'm in the bathroom. Oh, actually, while I'm here, you know what? I think it's a good time to tell you something. No, to ask you something. Do you brush your teeth? Really? Don't lie to me. Do you brush your teeth? And if you brush your teeth, do you brush your teeth 1 time a day or 2 times a day? I think you should take a good hard look at yourself if you tell me it's only once a day. I think you should brush your teeth every morning and every night. In particular, because of the volume of lollies that some of you eat, I think you should brush your teeth twice a day. Okay? So, get yourself a toothbrush. Get yourself a motorised toothbrush. Get yourself a normal toothbrush, whichever one. I can't find the normal one. Okay? And how long should you brush for? A, 10 seconds. B, 30 seconds. C, 1 minute. Or D, 2 minutes. The answer is D. 2 minutes, guys. This particular brush, this is an Oral-B special one, and it goes to brush your teeth. Do you know what it does? When you get to 2 minutes, it beeps. It does a pause, and it tells you to be brushing for 2 minutes. If you can brush your teeth for 2 minutes every morning and every afternoon, okay, you will have lovely white teeth, and they won't fall out, which is just lovely, isn't it? Okay, cubs, brush your teeth. That's my word to you. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys, I've got my Celebrity Cub Scout of the Week, Mr. Alex Armand. Yay! Alex, I'd like to ask you a few questions, please. What's your favourite colour?
I'm not sure. It's either black or red, but I think black's a shade, so red.
Great. What's your favourite food?
Liquor. Chocolate-covered caramel-filled licorice.
Ay, ay, ay. What school do you go to? No, actually, don't tell us that. That's personal information. No, don't go there. No. What is your favourite TV show?
Ninjago at the moment. I read a really good season.
Ninjago.
And I'm not going to spoil anything.
Okay, got you. Now, if you had to go, if you got to go overseas, what country would you like to go to tomorrow?
Ooh, tough one. I'd like to chill out, so possibly a place where it snows. Maybe Germany, since it snows in the winter.
Okay.
And it's so good place to cool off.
Got you. Now, do you play Angry Birds?
No, it's just a t-shirt.
It's just a t-shirt.
My grandma has it on her iPad, but not Angry Birds Star Wars.
Oh, which you've got the t-shirt of. Brilliant. Mate, your 10 questions is up. You did fantastic. I'm sorry that we can't see you at the Scout Hall, but we will see you back hopefully in a few weeks' time. Any message that you want to say to all the other Cubs?
For all those gamers out there, hope you have a good time and check out Star Wars Squadrons. Sorry if I'm advertising a video game.
No worries. Take it easy, man. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Right, guys. Look what I found in my little boy's room. This is Joshua's room. I found a bearded dragon. Okay. This bearded dragon's probably about maybe 6 months old now, okay? And he's getting bigger and bigger. But so I thought, first of all, give you a close-up of Mr. Bearded Dragon, okay? Also just show you what his enclosure looks like, what you have to have if you wanted to keep a bearded dragon, okay? So this here, behind me, is his enclosure, okay? He lives in here, and he has a little spot to hide over here. He has a piece of wood, and the wood is what he uses to get up close to the heat lamp, okay? I might just close the light here, just so you get a better view of it. I'm going to put him back in here. Here we go. Back on there. I'll turn the light on. Okay. And what I've got here is a second light. So I've got one, the heat lamp that's here. This one here is the heat lamp. And over here is a UV lamp. This is different to a normal globe. It's a special UV globe that replicates sunlight, okay? So it helps him to condition his body, okay? And what I've also got, what he feeds on, no, this doesn't look that good, is have a look in there. Have a look in what's in that container there. Crickets. Crickets, crickets, crickets. And what I do is I send a few of those crickets out, oops, and into his enclosure. And then Mr. Bearded Dragon munches on them. Now, he may not munch on them straight away, especially now because he's a little bit nervous because he's just been pulled out of his enclosure. But when the right opportunity comes along, he will snap one of those up and munch on it, okay? So when they're young, bearded dragons eat a lot of meat, a lot of live animals. As they get older, they move to a diet of more fruit and vegetables, okay? More of a green diet. But he's still young, and as you can see, his favourite food is going to be eating crickets. Look at this, there's a cricket crawling up on his back. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, of all the silly things to do, Mr. Cricket, he will munch you. Look at that, he's on his head. Ha! Oh, this is brilliant. Because Mr. Poor Bearded Dragon's so nervous because we're looking at him right now. He doesn't want to eat him. But I guarantee as soon as we walk away, bang, he's going to snap them up. Cool, huh? Okay, Cub Scouts of 2nd Northmead. This has been only a short video this time. We'll see if we can do a longer one next time. But I wanted to end on this. When we do our flag parade every week, as you know, we bend down and we do the Arcala will do our best. And then one of the Cub Scouts says, Cub Scouts, do your best. And what do we say? We'll do our best. And that's all I can ask. If you can do your best in everything that you do, you will win. You will succeed. And you will help people around you. So my challenge to you this week is, whatever you do your best at it. Do the best you can. Don't waste time. Don't mug around. Just do your best. On that note, have a lovely week, and I'll see you again soon.